We're back over here at Bethany Lakes, and I'm bringing the inline spinner that we used yesterday to catch a fish or two. And really just going to go back to the same spot where I caught them yesterday and just see if we'll see if the pattern's holding true, especially since well, the wind kicked up on us. And I'm going to go back with the same gear, light feather, kingfisher on that magic handing L or magic L handing rod, and the same inline rooster tail. Okay, and wind has definitely kicked up. I was casting trout magnets yesterday and was doing okay. Then I went to this thing and was able to hook up with these guys, but I don't know, I just kind of want to see if the pattern's holding true with the fish. So let's see what happens. Okay, and again, 1/16 ounce rooster tail. I'm going to start on the other side over here so I have more of a crosswind instead of a headwind, and see if we'll see if that helps, because I think there's going to be a lot of wind noise here, and pretty much just going to stay in this one general area just to see if those bass that I was catching yesterday are still holding true in this spot. All right, so bear with me as I get situated. Wind's kicking up. I'm headed right into the wind right now, but should be good to go here in a moment. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot my polarized glasses. Shit. No, let me go get it. It's like a world of difference when you have polarized glasses. Kind of be able to see what's getting ready to strike, and so give you a little extra something to before you set the hook. So let me go head back to the casa, or correction, to the little pickup truck, and grab the old well, polarized glasses. Bear with me as I head there. And like I was saying, we're just kind of revisiting the spot that we got some bass hooking into yesterday, specifically targeting the back pond here at Bethany Lakes in the city of Allen, and I'm hoping that I might be able to catch something here in a little bit. Let me grab those polarized glasses, because I definitely want to have them at the ready when I'm fishing. Oh shoot, locked still. Let me unlock it. Okay, I keep them in the little pickup, and right there, these old cocoons that fit over my glasses. So let me get that. Like I was saying, we're going to be going with the Ultralight Baitcasting gear, light feather kingfisher. Okay, got my polarized glasses on now, and oh, by the way, the wind's kicking up, so it may get a little bit wind noise on us. And additionally, the pollen is kicking up, so whew, I took some of that allergy stuff, but I think we got some high count today, so may have a sneezing or two. Oh, got some folks on the chat. Let's see what we got. Howdy, howdy, Casey Zeig. Hi, Mark Gradgis. Okay. All right, well, welcome here. We're just going back to the same spot we caught some bass yesterday. Just going to see if the pattern's holding true. A lot more wind compared to yesterday, but the temps are pretty good. I'm in short sleeves. Let's see, and I'm going to be using the same inline spinner I used yesterday, the rooster tail. Okay, and there's my ultralight bait casting gear set up. I got 4-pound test Stren mono, and let's go and kind of cast it out here and just see what we got. All right, and I definitely got my polarized glasses now, so I can kind of maybe get a feel if something's going to strike. And what worked yesterday was, oops, got some junk here. What worked yesterday was a steady retrieve, just enough to keep the rooster tail blade spinning, but also enough to keep it out of the green stuff that's on the bottom. All right, we got some pretty good hookups yesterday, so let's see if we can get it again today. All right. Okay, let me try working over here by this one bank area where it's shallow. There's a tap. Okay, there's a sign, good sign, little tap tap. Don't see anything chasing behind it. Oh, okay, I just saw a shadow right behind it. Swipe at it. Okay, we got some bass still here from maybe like it was yesterday. We'll just keep on that steady retrieve. Okay, I'm starting out here paralleling the other bank over here for now, and then I'm going to shift over to deeper water here in a moment, or at least further into the pond. Still getting some of that greenery, so maybe I need to speed up the retrieve a little. Okay, let's go and pop out a little bit further and see what happens. Wind took it. And again, steady retrieve. Feel for that strike. Come on, Mr. Fishy. Yeah, I did start out with a trout magnet yesterday, and it was, well, some more of that greenery. Holy cow, that's not good. Started out with a trout magnet yesterday. Had a few chase it and actually even mouthed it. I was kind of Ned rigging it with that little trout magnet at one point. And then I switched over to the inline spinner and definitely got my hookup rate better. But right now it looks like it's kind of slow. And hey, we just started, so keep going. Got that wind this time to contend with. Let me keep moving a little bit off to the right over here. Let me go check the chat. One-man show here, so I've got to kind of look down below. Howdy, 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 howdy. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get another cast out there. There's that wind definitely taking that 1/16th ounce size ultralight spinner. This was the go-to spot yesterday, but maybe they changed their mind now. Let's go and cast it out over there by that culvert. They were lurking over there the other day too. Come on, come on. Where are you? Oh, no, no. Thought it was, but that was some junk. Let's go back out this way. I'm gonna speed up the retrieve, mainly because I want to keep off that green stuff that's on the bottom. Starting to get more of that on the treble hook here. All right, let's go back this way. It's pretty fun fishing with this ultralight gear. I tend to side cast more with this than an overhead, so I go with the shorter rod, 4.5 foot, and it's more of a flick of my wrist, like so. And I do keep my thumb nearby just in case I need to spool it or feather it from overrunning on me. All right, well, slim picking so far. What's up with that? Let's see if we can get one to hit. Okay. May have to just start walking the bank and seeing what happens. So let me give it a cast or two, then I'm gonna start working the bank. Wow, wind is a lot stronger than it was yesterday. All right, we'll start walking it. Okay. When I walk the bank, oh, wow. That one jumped out of the water. I think that was a bass. Whoa, let's do that again. Maybe he's still there. Okay. He hit that one pretty quick too. There he goes. Yeah, he came back for it. All right. Yeah, so if you miss him the first try, doesn't hurt to go ahead and try casting the same spot again. And it looks like this guy definitely wanted to play. I seen him jump up, take the fly, and then the inline spinner, and then he threw the hook on me. But luckily, I was able to come back and get him. All right. First fish of the day is a bass taken on the inline spinner. I'm pretty much just going to stick with this inline spinner for this round. Well, it's a Sunday, got the day job tomorrow, and I really don't feel like doing a lot of switching and rather just be fishing. So let's see how it goes. But let me get this guy off here real quick. Got these little forceps, but I'm having a hard time getting it under that one deal. There we go. All right. First fish of the day. Let's throw them back to get bigger. All right. So let's go try it again. That one was about maybe 30 feet into the bank, maybe. But hey, cool stuff. Let's see. Love fishing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Tug is the drug. Let's get another cast out there. Now one, he struck. Oh, here he goes again. Holy cow. Wow, that's pretty much the same spot where I just caught that other one. I don't think it's the same fish either. Oh yeah. Oh, he's putting a little bend in the rod. Okay, let's bring him in. Bring him in. All right, Mr. Basilito. All right. And it's no rip thy lips technique here. It's just basically reel faster and let them hook themselves. So bass number 2. Oh, he's got a little swipey swipe on there. Wonder what happened. Maybe a little love interest, maybe, or maybe a big fishy going for him. Who knows? All right, let me see if I can get this guy off. All right. So bass number 2, again on the inline spinner, ultralight bait casting style. Let me get my forceps out. Okay. Yeah, and I think I've said in past streams where a lot of times you'll go to these highly pressured ponds, especially here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and sometimes downsizing your lure, in this case going to the 1/16 ounce lure, rooster tail, sometimes will increase your hookup rate. And it doesn't mean the big ones will ignore it too. I caught a good amount of nice sized bass just on these little ultralights. Okay, and I'm going with a faster retrieve just because I want to keep it off the bottom, off that greenery that's starting to grow. Wind is kicking up. It's coming over here from the south, my left right now, so it's a crosswind for me right now. Later on, I'll have to probably do a little bit more thumbing of the spool once I start heading into the wind again. But hey, let's try this spot a couple of more times in case there's another one lurking over here. That was pretty cool. One after the other. Nice. I think yesterday we got 4 or 5, maybe 6, but I'd say 3 are about that size. The other ones were smaller. All right, let's just kind of keep working it. All right, appreciate you guys joining today. Ultralight bait casting, inline spinner style. And, well, you know, fishing is fishing. Tug is a drug. Tug is the drug. I set up Light Feather Kingfisher, ultralight bait casting, reel, and a Handing Magical ultralight rod, 4-pound test Stren mono. And you see here, I don't put much line on there. Okay, when I'm fishing trout magnets, I like to lighten the spool by putting less line, and that helps at least get the trout magnet off the, I guess, kick started on the cast. Because it's a lighter spool, and most times, especially when I'm going with these light lines, haven't had too many spool me. Actually, I haven't had any spool me, and the biggest fish I've caught was a 28-inch channel catfish out of one of the ponds that went for one of those Yuzuri. That was a little tiny Yuzuri crankbait. Nice little wobble to it and everything, and he took it, and it took me about I'd say about 10-15 minutes to bring him in. But I handled him on this gear, other than same one, except it's 2-pound test line. I'm going to start moving about here, so there might be some lot of wind once I start heading into the wind. But please bear with me as we go fishing. Okay, ultralight bait casting style. And when I say that, I think there's another name, or there is another name for it. BFS, Bait Finesse Systems Fishing. BFS fishing. Okay, it's basically taking a bait caster that you would normally use for bass and whatnot, bass fishing. Instead of being rated for these larger size lures, they're rated for smaller size lures. Like in this case, this one can go down to 1 gram trout magnets. But I find that I consistently do pretty well with the 1/16 ounce size. Okay, so yeah, you can go with an ultralight spinning gear and whatnot, but hey, on a whim, I got hooked on this from a subscriber suggesting trying this style fishing, and I did get hooked. And I do a lot of fly fishing as well, but my shoulder's hurting, so I have to put a little delay there, other than using my switch rod right now to to use that. I got some junk on there. Yeah, I'll use a two-handed switch rod that allows me to fly fish, even though my shoulder's hurting. Bait casting wise, I can still cast these ultralights, no problem. Mainly, I don't have to lift my arm over my shoulder. Let me see if that other bass is here. We had 2 or 3 hits here. Wind is definitely kicking up. Let's move out this way. See if I can get another crosswind. Trying to see if we got folks on the chat. Let's see. Okay. Love fishing. Hey brother, how's the fishing coming? It's going good here so far. And this wind though is really kicking up. And I'm hoping I can cut through it with maybe a fish or two. Water does look a little bit clearer here. All right, let me go over here to my right, see if I can get a better angle. Keep the lure in the shallower area, just because, well, sometimes they just want to lurk over there. Okay, I'm gonna have to recast here in a moment. Got a slight loose loop in the line right now, and I'm having to go a little bit faster compared to the other day. Okay. Just because I got to keep it off that green stuff that's growing. All right, let's get over here. Wind is really taking it. All right, let's try over here. All right, so 2 bass so far. Pretty much just revisiting this spot, seeing if we can. Oh man, that wind took it big time. Let's go over here. I'm gonna have to take advantage of the wind to redirect the cast. All right. I did spook a bass over here to my left yesterday as well. So let's see if we can maybe not spook him this time. I'll stand off a little bit. Okay. Got my polarized glasses, and I'm just kind of looking to see if he may be there. I don't really see anything. All right, let's go ahead and cast. It's going to get windy over here, it looks like, so bear with me. Oh, there's a tap. Had a tap. Okay, he tapped it. All right, let's try over here. See if we can get another one of those nice, at least bigger size ones that we were catching the other day. Yeah, it was 2 casts, one after the other that got. I ended up getting 2 bass earlier. Now it's kind of quieted down for us, but hey, it's all right. It's fishing. Okay, there's the hit. Oh no. Either that was a hit or was some junk. Try it again. Go back that way. Okay. Back in the day, there used to be a trash barrel that was someone threw in the water, and it was about maybe 20 yards out. And over the years, you could consistently cast toward that trash barrel and catch a bass or 2 out of it. I don't see it anymore, so they must have pulled it out. But yeah, it was a nice little spot to go for. Let's go back over here. Okay, got more of a crosswind now. No, got me a leaf. Let's cut over this way. Okay, all right. I'm gonna slow the retreat down. A little bit deeper water here. Over here by the drainage dealie. Let's see if we can get one of these guys to hit. We know they're here. Seem to be the back pond. Oh no, there's one trailing it. Got some junk on there. There was one trailing behind it. Not a big one. Looked like more like a fingerling. But hey, that keeps the interest going here. Let's cut over here. Now, wind is definitely kicking up. Okay, let me slow it down here. This spot usually, once the spawn starts, there's these 2 bass that'll build their nest or bed right over here in front of me. Pretty good sized ones too. I don't think anyone has caught them and kept them. I think they keep catching or releasing it. So hopefully, let me get it over the. Almost got into the drainage deal. Yeah, mainly catch and release. So it looks like folks have continued doing so. So I'll tell you more come later in the next few weeks, and they see if they come back. Hopefully. Let me slow the retrieve down as I take it over here by the drainage dealie. Okay, just working an inline spinner. And if you just joined, it was 2 bass on the line so far. couple other taps, but two, it's about like that big or so. Okay. All right, let me check the chat real quick. All right, another day on the water is the same as, yeah, another day, another day. Just gotta see if the pattern's holding true. So over there in that one corner, got some hits there. And then got more wind, but warmer temps. But it's still a slight chilliness in that wind. And I'm hoping that maybe this wind might get them active. I know we're supposed to get some rain later on this evening, so maybe this front's going to get them into a feeding mode here. You know, the prefrontal feeding frenzy. Hopefully I didn't miss it. Of course, I did get 2 bass, so maybe they are still in that feeding mode. Come on, Mr. Bass, Mr. Bass. Let's go back this way. All right. I was thinking about going back for some more trout down over there at the city of Murphy, just down the road here, but I was like, just feel like do a little kitchen release, do some ultralight bait casting, and just see what bites. All right. Let's get one of those days where it's a Sunday, got to get ready for the work week, and well, it's okay just to kind of go out and chill and see what bites. All right, let's try over here. Got the wind behind me now, so be less wind noise, and I can take advantage of cranking out the cast a little bit further too. All right. Didn't see much activity at all yesterday here. It was mainly in that one corner on just across over here where I was getting all my strikes, and then the occasional strikes over there in the main pond. Oh, there's a tap. Oh yeah, he took it. Oh, feels a little bit bigger. Feels a little bit bigger compared to the other guys. Let's see. No, he looks about the same. Just a little scrappier, I guess. Bring him in. Mr. Inline Spinner. Meet Mr. Bass. Okay. Bass number 3. All about, all about this size or so. Man down, man down. Okay. Cool beans. All right. Let's get this guy going. All right. All right. And again, for those who just joined, there's the setup. See if I can adjust it. Okay. There's the setup I'm using. Flight Feather Kingfisher, 1/16 ounce inline rooster tail with leaf on there. Let me get that off there. And the Magic L handing rod, and it's rated for 1 to 4 pound test. Okay. And let's go and crank another one out there and just see what happens. Okay. Come on, Mr. Fishy. I'm gonna keep the wind behind me just to keep the wind noise down, and also kind of allow me to cast out a little bit further. That one hit pretty far out compared to some of those other ones that I was catching the other day. I did catch a big bass here one year, big one, 26-inch, and it was in February, believe it or not, on a cold day. Kind of threw me. I think the temps were freezing. I came out here at lunchtime on one of my breaks, and yeah, a real nice one. I haven't seen too many of the big ones lately, but who knows? It's a very heavily pressured pond in the area, so you never know. Some folks may have caught them and kept them, which would be a bummer. All right, let's see if we can get, oh yeah, there we go. Another taker. Well, he's running to the right now. Okay. Another scrappy one. A non-bruiser. All right, still fun, especially when you're catching them on this ultralight gear. Makes them feel a lot bigger. All right. Okay, and that one hit about maybe 20 feet off the bank, but I was paralleling the shoreline at that point. Let's see if we get another one. Seems to be the back pond is the happening place. It was yesterday, and it looks like it is again today. And I do have the polarized glasses, so if I do get a glimpse of one chasing behind it, At least it might give me a forewarning that I got a fishy on sooner than later. And I am going with a faster retrieve compared to yesterday, and it's mainly because I keep clobbering or getting my hook fouled by the greenery on the bottom. That's that green snot looking stuff that really just gets everywhere at times. And you can see that having no issue casting 1/16th ounce lures with this baby. And it's what I call ultralight bait casting. I mean, if you're not into the bait casting, but you want to try doing some ultralight gear, definitely just grab your spinning gear and go for it. I think just downsizing your lure when you're fishing heavily pressured ponds can make the difference. In fact, maybe some of y'all might, do a little feedback. Go out to some of your more heavily pressured ponds and try an ultralight lure. Hey, come back and let me know how it went. Did you get more hookups and compared to some other folks that you've seen out there fishing your particular location? I find that oh, there's a strike. Came up right behind it. But well, let's see if he'll come back again right behind it. Okay, did that earlier where the one swiped it and knocked it out of the water, and I recasted that spot and he went ahead and hit it again. Looks like this time this guy don't want to do that, but yeah, let's do another cast just in case. Come on, come and take it. Right there. Look like about the same as those other ones that I was catching just a moment ago. Nothing big, but sure is fun on this ultralight gear. Come on, Mr. Fishy. A little swipe. Okay. Okay, I got my glasses on. I can see in the water. Didn't see anything coming up behind it. Let's go out this way. Try more of a parallel the bank retrieve. I could see the blade spinning, kind of watching for any movement. No takers. I don't see anything trailing behind it. Yeah, I definitely love having polarized glasses. Go and crank that one out there. Like I was saying, you can definitely crank the bait or you crank out your lure with this bait casting setup. I'm gonna slow it down here. That guy swiped it. He swiped it and I missed him. Let's go out here. Let's go to the left a little bit. Come on, Mr. Fishy. I think it's 4 bass now total. There's a tap. It was a tap, but it wasn't. Well, it could have been some brush too. Okay, let's go back out again. Try that. That's a good, nice cast there. Okay, come on, Mr. Fishy. I'm gonna start moving down the bank here to my right. There's a hit. Oh yeah. Oh, he's a little bit bigger. He's a little bit bigger than the other ones. Okay. Yeah, bass number 5. Inline spinner, ultralight bait casting style. Right there. Okay. And it's one of the things about live streaming is sometimes you get into them, sometimes you don't. There's a lot of breaks in between. So I do rebroadcast these with an edited version to cut down on some of the lag time, or at least slow time. But it sure is fun doing them live. Okay, another far cast. Oh yeah. Tug is the drug, man. Tug is the drug. Oh yeah. Fishing is live. All right. I did watch this show, American Primeval. Listen to Joe Rogan, and the director was on there. He was having a conversation with him, a podcasting deal, and he mentioned that series, and I've been wondering about it, seen it on Netflix. So I went ahead and watched the whole thing, the whole series, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty interesting. So I'm kind of holding out for the next season, see if there's another one, another series that he's going to come out with. So yeah, so I was just pretty much chilling, grilling, watching some shows, and then going fishing. All right, another nice cast. So here you can see not much line at all, right? And that's what I mainly do when I'm fishing those trout magnets, because I do like that lighter spool. I could go out and probably buy another spool that's lighter and kind of do so, but I'm like, I really don't want to modify these bait casters. I just want to fish them out of the box and see what happens. Because, you know, really don't want to spend any more money on something that's supposed to be working really good. Wind's kicking up big time on me, so bear with me if the wind noise starts getting in there. Let's get another far cast. Okay. All right, Mr. Fishy, Mr. Fishy. Yeah. We're supposed to get some rain later today, but right now it's not. So let's go fishing. All right, let's move over to the right. So last couple of years, I've gone to this particular tree right here, come right to that spot in front of me, and lost nice sized bass that keeps showing up at least these last 2 years in this spot. So I'm gonna come back here again and see if that same bass has showed up again this year, and hopefully I won't lose them that time. Let's see, I was using Ultralight Baitcasting gear on one occasion, and I was using a single hook crawdad, Rebel crawdad lure, the teeny version, teeny craw. And he came up and just pounded it, had him on, and then threw the hook on me. And then later on I found out when I checked, the hook's barbless. I got the version that was barbless and it's the single hook one. So I was like, oh man. Then I came back with some fly fishing gear and he pounded the next fly. Same thing, threw the hook on me. And I've yet to catch him. So maybe this season he'll show back up, or she'll show back up, and I might have an opportunity again to maybe try my luck. All right. I haven't seen any bass on beds yet, and I haven't seen any of the, telltale of some of the bass starting to scoop out the water or the bottom. And, oh, there's a hit. Start scooping out the bottom to build their beds. But hey, it's still early. Oh. Almost got it on a stick up there. Got a runner. We got a runner. Okay, we got a runner. All right. Okay. Another bass. It's going to be mainly bass this round because we are in a little freshwater pond here in our city. This one's a little bit greener than the other ones too. Okay, let's get that one popped off. And let's send them back to get bigger. Come back and get bigger. Oh yeah, that's fun. That is fun. And we are fishing a pre-front, so wind's kicked up on us. Got a little warmer, but I think it's going to start cooling down again. And I think we're supposed to get some rain this evening about 8 p.m. So I'm thinking that maybe I've got a chance to fish this feeding period as the fish get more active before the front, or before the storm arrives. All right. Or maybe I missed it and I'm just getting lucky right now. All right. Okay. Sure is fun though. All right, let's go move over to the right a little bit more. Okay. And well, while we're here, I'm going to stop just for a moment and got my rod here. I'm using that Handing Magic Girl rod and the Bait Finesse reel, and yeah, and we're just gonna keep walking and see if we get another bite on. Bear with me. Okay, let's go over here. All right, another cast out. Over here, it's pretty shallow. It's gotten shallow over the years, but on occasion, I'll get one of these bass that are kind of cruising the area. All right, and it's very shallow. You probably wade out there with some hip waders and not even worry about getting it past the knees. But when they are cruising the area, the bass, it sure is fun watching them come up. It's almost like you're sight casting to them. Okay, kind of work it over there on the other bank and bring it out, or bring it in. Keeping the wind behind me keep down on the wind noise and being able to take advantage of the wind to help me cast further too. Nothing wrong with that, you know. Okay, let's go back around. Let me go check the chat. Bear with me. Let's see, nice little bass. A351 Cleveland family. All right. Okay, noise. Love it, love it. Okay, let's see if we can get something else to hit. Okay, that's going from a deeper section to a very shallower section. Yeah, I mean, it's this one you probably wouldn't have an issue if you went out with the little rain boots. It's very shallow. All right, let's keep walking. I'm gonna go to this one point over here and cast out. It kind of varies between about 1 to 2 foot, maybe 3 at some spots. But the place does get clobbered a lot with some of the greenery growing. But before we go there, let's cast over here by the culvert. Oh, I just spooked something over here to my right. Oh man, somebody's grilling. I smell some barbecue. Oh man, it's pretty good. Oh, it's a turtle. I see it. It's a turtle. Yeah, someone's barbecuing right now. Holy cow, I wonder where it's coming from. Yeah. I likes the barbecue. In fact, I was grilling yesterday and did some ribs. Turned out pretty good. I liked it. All right, so it's getting really shallow here. I can see a bunch of the leaves on the bottom. All right, so I'm gonna kind of cast it out and see if I can get to the far end where it's a deeper, and then take it into the shallow, and maybe I might get one to come in and run in on it. Okay, you can see my blade moving over in the water. So I'm staying above the greenery. Just gonna crank that one way out there. Okay. Let's see if I get one to come. Let's go, Mr. Bass. Yeah, it's been a steady bite, off and on, nothing, then something, then nothing, then something. But hey, that's fishing. And but overall, it's been pretty fun. Just being able to get out and get around the fishing in, and oh, there's a tap. Get around the fishing in. What a line or two, or in this case, this line. Getting some engagement here on the live stream. Okay, I'm taking it back to that green area. When I say green, it's that deeper section. What happens is the pond is really getting dredged, or not dredged, but sedimented over. So this whole area is shallow. I'd say less than a foot deep. Got all this leaves and whatnot building up in this mid pond over here. And then you've got like a little channel, and it's coming from this feeder creek. When it floods and whatnot and runs through, it drives like a little scooped out area or channel. And I can see that with my polarized glasses. I can see that color change. So here it's a little bit lighter, and then it gets a little bit darker on the other side of it. So it's a little bit deeper there, and then it'll quickly come back up on you on the other bank. And so I'm pretty much just kind of casting over there where I see the deeper water, and then just kind of reeling in slowly or steady, and hoping to get one of these guys to come and chase my lure into the shallow water. What would be better is I stage myself over here, parallel it, and try to fish that whole section there. We'll just kind of work our way around. Okay, looking in the culvert area, I don't see any fishies. Okay, a lot of times I'll see a lot of bluegill just kind of hanging out in there, and bringing the fly rod, I can spend a fair amount of time just playing around with bluegill. All right, so what we'll do is we'll kind of stage ourselves over here by the feeder creek, clear out the area with a few casts, and then we'll try doing some of the parallel the bank casts to that deeper channel area. All right, and hopefully we'll get something. Oh, got a big ride up here. What do we got here? Hey, howdy, fresh and salty. Let's see, a nice trout. Wow, nice. Yeah, I like trout, but unfortunately the only trout we have here is the little stalkers that we have, and that's soon going to be closing out here in the next few. Okay, Someone is barbecuing. I smell it now. Ooh, calling me. Holy cow, I can smell it. It's nice. I mean, it smells good. All right, let's cast over here and see if I can get it, start paralleling that channel. Okay. Come on, Mr. Fishy. All right. So far, we've gotten about, I think, 6 bass now. Nothing big, just scrappy ones. But they definitely feel much bigger on this ultralight gear. I'm going to slow it down right here just to get it into that deeper area right in front of me. So here it ranges, I would say, 4 to 6 feet plus. As you get closer into the feeder or this one covert area, it may go down as far as 8. I think there was one year I took my GoPro, put it on the end of a pool deal, and what is it? Pool net. Yeah, pool net. And dumped it in there just to see how deep it was. It was about 8 foot and had a fair amount of fish in there. So that was pretty cool. But it looks like things may be dying down now that we're getting, I guess, later in the day with that front coming. But let's see if we can get at least something striking here. I had one go by yesterday and he just completely ignored my lure. And it looks like that might be the same case here again. All right, let's go walk back. Go back to that spot where we had some bites there. Do a few casts there just to see if they may still be there, and then we'll probably call it at this point. Because well, I guess maybe that prefrontal bite is starting to tail down since the storm's supposed to be coming here in the next few hours. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's check the chat. Short for bait finesse systems. It was created in, oh yeah, BFS, bait finesse systems fishing. I also call it ultralight baitcasting, and it's definitely a fun deal. And it's addictive. I started out with 1 reel, and now I've got 6. Yeah, it's addictive. Of course, that's the same thing what I did with fly fishing. I started out with 1 reel, and I quit counting how many reels and fly rods and reels I got. I got a lot of stuff. But anyways, doesn't matter how much stuff you got to use it. So I'm over here using this gear right now. All right, so let's go and go back to that spot where we were getting some bites, and we'll just work our way back up, and then we'll just call it quits at that point. All right, let's see how many bass we can catch. So far, I believe I've got 6, caught and released 6. So let's see if we can up that number. Right, now we'll just stage here. And when I do these pond fishing trips, kind of taking that opportunity to kind of scout the area and get a feel for when the spawn is starting or has started. So right now I haven't seen them starting to build any nests or clear out any of the vegetation on the bottom. But with these polarized glasses, especially if you come out every day and just kind of walk the pond and just kind of do like I'm doing, you start learning these patterns or see these differences. Like lo and behold, you'll be walking along, weeks go by, and then next thing you know, boom, you start seeing these bass showing up in these beds that you just saw the day before without anything. So haven't seen that yet, but I suspect it's going to be coming here soon, especially since we got some warmer temps. I will be sidetracked next weekend at Trinity Fly Fest over there in Fort Worth. That's where I pretty much haven't missed that event. It's a real fun fly fishing event. I haven't missed any since they first started. So next weekend I'll be out there kind of hanging out, checking things out, maybe do a little live stream there on the big trout fishing contest, or, you know, and just kind of take advantage of a bunch of folks having fun doing some fly fishing things. They got classes, seminars and whatnot, and fly tying demos, beer, wine, food, and folks catching these big trout. Oh, look at that. He hit it. Oh man. He came back and hit it twice. A little bass. Whew. All right, well. Okay, howdy, howdy. Let me see if I can get his attention again. Yeah, he was definitely feisty. He started out far again. I'm gonna go faster on the retrieve and keep that. I can see the rooster tail just a few inches, if not an inch or so below the surface. And I'm gonna try that again. See it. Oh shoot. Cast a little bit too far to the left. Okay. See if I can get this guy to hit again. All right. Yeah, he popped it twice on me. All right, clear this out. Anyways, Trinity Fly Fest, that's me next weekend. I'll be out there, and hopefully, if you guys are local to the area, you get a chance to make it out to Trinity Fly Fest in Fort Worth. Give it a go. It's a free event. Hey, you just got to go. Fun stuff. All right, let's see if we can get one or two or maybe more bass before we call it quits. That last one popped it twice on the surface. It's almost like if I had a popper, maybe he would have liked that better. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. What is he? Feisty bass. Feisty bass. Not a biggie. Actually, he's even smaller than some of the ones we caught today, but hey, it still counts. Still counts. Awesome. All right. Here we go. All right. Looks like we got some more chat engagement. We'll check it out. All right. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. Hope you guys are having fun. I surely am. And looks like the bite is still on. So let's just kind of do some of these long casts for now and see if we can cover some water before we move on to the next spot. And that one hit it pretty far out. And then another one came in. Oh, there's a tap. Tap. And then another one came in and chased the lure. A couple of hits on it on the surface almost. Okay. Another long cast. And yeah, it just shows you can cast these light lures on bait casting gear. Just gotta have the right setup, educate the thumb a little, and well, and then you could be into this ultralight stuff. Okay, something just rolled to the right. I don't know what it was, but let's just cast there. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to cast to a spot where you think a fish was. Okay, let's go back over here to the left. Okay, so 7 bass this round. A few taps and a few misses, but hey, that's fishing. Let's do a cast this direction. Okay, I try working it at a cute angle to the bank. The ones that I got here earlier were further out. But we did have that one take close. Let's get that one out there. Okay. Do a steady retrieve again. Yeah, pretty fun. You'll feel him tap it and then he's on, and it's pretty much just keep your line tight and you got him hooked. No rip thy lips technique needed. Rip thy lips. Which, well, sometimes I've been guilty of it. I've done the, as soon as he taps it, I just pull back as hard as I can. Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. But it's all right. Let's get another cast in, and then we'll start working our way to the left and see if something's still lurking where we first caught those 2 bass at the beginning of the stream. Oh yeah. And the lure I'm using, a chartreuse inline spinner, rooster tail. 1/16 ounce with the gold blade. Okay. I'll do this little twitch like this when it feels like the blade isn't turning correctly, because you should feel a vibration on the on your rod, as well as when you do see your lure with the polarized glasses. That well, you should see it not vibrating, but rotating. All right, let's see. I still got time. Let's go to the main pond. Yeah, let's just go to the main pond. Let's see what's over there. I think yesterday there was only, I think 2 I caught in the main pond. So here's where we were, the back pond. Okay. Now we'll go to the main pond. Yeah, the bite wasn't as good as the back pond the other day, but I did have a few hits. Yeah, Mr. Blue Heron fisherman over there hanging out. See if we might coax one to strike. Hopefully, because of this front that's getting ready to roll through, maybe they might be a little bit more active here as well compared to yesterday when I fished it. I'm just kind of working the lure, steady retrieve this time. I may slow down the retrieve because there's less vegetation on the bottom here to clobber it. The lure, we'll just play it by ear, kind of taking it over this. Like there's a deep spot, then it gets shallow, and then it comes to the bank. Now that wind is definitely kicking up. Come on, Mr. Fish, Mr. Bass, what are you doing here today? I can see the blade spinning nicely. I do a DIY inline spinner that I make also, that is made with basically a 1/16 ounce worm weight as the body, and then a Panther Martin style blade, treble hook, and then a stainless steel shaft. Those take like less than a minute for me to make them, and I like taking those out here at times. I did one variant though that I put a little safety pin connector on the end, so I didn't have to have a treble hook. I could take that off and switch it out with a normal hook, and then I could put different, I guess, lures or whatnot, where I put on like a plastic worm, a bass assassin. Other cases, I've used some dressed hooks and whatnot, and it's done pretty well. And I do like that Panther Martin style blade. I do have the ones where I'll use a clevis and use your normal willow blade and whatnot, but for some reason I like that Panther Martin style blade. It spins readily, and the don't have to deal with a clevis, so one less thing to have to make them. And then on top of it, I think they rotate or spin much easier or much quicker compared to the willow blade with the clevis. And then they helicopter nicely too. I've had a number of strikes where I've cast it and let it sink, and as it's sinking, I'm getting the strike. All right, I'm gonna work this side here, and then I'll probably call it quits. Okay, mainly just want to see if anything like the back pond, maybe the main pond has some more hungry bass before this front arrives. All right, Mr. Fish here. Still have not seen any indication of the bass prepping for the spawn, but hey, that's the whole purpose of these little trips in between, is to scout the area and get the lay of the land and get an idea if there's a pattern starting to brew. In this case, the pattern would be the spawn. When that happens, that's when I like switching over to Senkos and high-vis lures that I can drop into the bed and drag through and get their attention. Kind of elicit strikes, be it because they're aggressive, trying to protect their bed, or, well, pretty much trying to protect their bed. Okay, so far it's slow go here in the main pond, but maybe we have a big one lurking here. We just got to keep working it as we edge our way over. All right, I'm gonna cast it out again. Get it way out there. Right. I took it way out there, and then I'm gonna start working the bank area here in a moment. See if we can get one to hit. Come on, Mr. Bassett. All right, let's try over here. Shorter cast here to my left in case something's lurking shallow. Take a couple of steps to the left. Do another short cast right in front of me. Still keeping an eye out and about. Maybe there might be a fish kind of moving about here. And since the water is deeper as well as less clobbered, I'm gonna keep my rod tip low and try keeping it keep the lure riding lower in the water column compared to higher up in the water column like we had on the back pond where it was much more shallower. Okay. Cast it out again. It's gonna keep working it. Come on, Mr. Bass. Mr. Basilito. Nothing there. Slim pickings so far. Slim pickings. Get back out. You can feel the blade rotating nicely or vibrating. That tells me I got it working right. If you don't feel that, it could be that the line fouled the blade, or it could be you have some that greenery, something foul in your hooks. So in that case, just kind of bring it in quickly and check it so you can get back into business, because typically won't get any strikes if it's not rotating properly. Okay. All right. If I don't get a hit here, we'll go to the back pond, close it out over there to that same spot where I got those two bass at the beginning. I mainly just want to see if those bass are still there. Oh, we've got a cormorant out here. Another one that good to pay attention to sometimes, because usually they show up, the fish quit biting, at least with the trout, when there's trout stalking. It just went under. See if he got a fish. Went out about mid-pond. See if he pops up. There he goes. No fishy. All right. He's still looking, it looks like. Started over there, came out about maybe 50 yards, popped up. Yeah. Oh, he didn't get a fish too. Let's not tell him that we're going to the back pond where we got those bass. He just went under again. Yeah, I've had it before where I'm fishing for trout and those guys showed up and the trout kind of got nervous and quit biting. Oh, came back up again. No fish either. All right. Hey, if he's not getting any, dang, that's a good sign that time to move on to another spot. There he is again. Just went under again. And let me cast real quick while we're waiting for him. See if he pops up. He's dived twice now. This is the third one. Let's see if he gets one this time. See if he pops up. There he goes. All right, it's over here. Looks like he didn't get anything. Usually when they come up, they've got one, you'll see them quickly gulp it down in that first few seconds. So as long as you just kind of watch them as they pop up, give you a good idea if you got a fish or not. All right, let's go to the back pond. Those little other two we caught over there. But before we go there, let's cast real quick here, and then we'll close that out on the other side over there. I did see some bass over here yesterday in the shallows. They weren't big, but again, it's always promising when you see activity in a pond and that movement, especially when you see a lot of bluegill and baitfish. That's always a good sign too. Okay, but I really haven't seen too many bluegill and baitfish at this point. It's all been bass, but maybe they're just kind of hovering or laying low right now. Okay, let me work it over. See if we can get one more before we call it quits. Going back to where we started today, the back pond, just one corner. All right, check the chat. How do you like that flight feather concerning buying one? I like it a lot. I think if I had a choice again, I'd probably go with the cormorant. That one takes the things you don't get with this thing and improves on it. So you don't get the real clicker, and the brake system is a little bit more quirky. And I heard when you up your bait that you're using or lure, that you may have to tweak it a little bit. At times I have to do that, especially when I'm shifting up from a 1 gram trout magic to 1/16 ounce rooster tail. Had to play around with it yesterday to get it tweaked right. But what I heard was the cormorant has a better braking system, more improved version. And then the color. The color doesn't bother me. It's the color of a kingfisher, the bird. The cormorant is more of a black, grayish, I think. More like the Shimanos that I have. But I do like it. I mainly got it because you can fish trout magnets with it out of the box. The trout magnet being a 1 gram lure. All right. Let's go over here where we got those two and just cast to where we caught them, and let's see if they're still there, or maybe somebody else has come by, and then we'll call it. Okay, so start some short cast first. I remember I have to go a little bit faster here because it's shallower and that green stuff will definitely clobber the lure. Okay, notice the bite has slowed down some since we first started. That could be indication that front is coming in. We'll keep playing it by ear. Get another cast in. Yeah, I can feel the wind picking up also. Okay, all right. I'm gonna try casting where I think they were. See where that takes us. Oh, there he is. There's a tap. Oh, wow. Wonder if it's the same two. All right, let's try it again. Wonder if it's the same two. Come on, let's see if you're there still. Yeah, it was a quick tap and with no solid hookup. Okay. Let's get this. Oh, there's the hit. All right. I don't know if it's the same two that were here, but he hit. Okay. Actually, he's smaller than the other one, so yeah, it's a different one. Okay. All right. Another bass. He's smaller than the two that we had caught earlier here, so it's not the same fish. And well, good to know. We found at least a pattern where we know they're here. Okay. And they're kind of staging just where that culvert is. There's like a little channel that sticks into the pond from all the years of all the water and whatnot draining from it. So good to know that they stage there. Probably waiting for some tasty morsel to go by. Later on, they'll definitely come into the shallows, chasing different things, be it bait fish and whatnot. Okay, see if we get another one to hit. Oh, couldn't tell what that was. Felt like a tap, but then I could have been clobbered also. Yeah, there's a big dog over there. That big dog. A big dog. Oh, there's a hit. All right. Okay, another fishy. That's a big dog. Look at that. Big dog. Oh, they're smaller though. The other two were bigger than this, so definitely different fish. But hey, it's still fun. Big finesse style. Big finesse style. Oh, let me adjust so you get a better angle. Okay, right there. Big dog. Okay, we cast the same spot. Maybe they're just lurking. There's another hit. Yeah. Okay. They must be lurking over there by the channel. And pretty decent cast from here. And I'm mainly doing it because the wind is at a crosswind here. So that's helping out. Versus if I'm casting over there, I'd be casting into the wind, and that may be a little tough with getting some loose lines on the spool. All right. Okay. See if we get another one to strike. And they seem to be kind of lurking over there by the culvert. Okay. Back out that way. Okay. Just kind of twitch it a little to get that blade moving. Didn't feel like it was moving. Come on. Come on. Nope. No takers there. All right. Let's try it again. Had that short tap earlier. Not feeling it this time. Okay. Let's recast. Got some junk in the trunk here. Clear that. The greenery. Okay. All right. Let's pop it back out there. Okay. Feel the blade moving. No. Mainly trying to fish that channel. So I'm trying to keep it in there as much as I can. And once I'm out of it, I'm reeling it in. Instead of reeling it slowly the whole way. Because, well, we're going to call it quits here in a moment. Okay. All right. Let's do last cast. Unless I catch something, of course. All right. Oh, look at that. That's not the last cast. Yeah. Another bass. This one feels like the other two that we caught earlier. No, another small one. Hey, I used to drive my kids nuts. I'd tell them last cast, and then I'd catch a fish. And it turned out it was not the last cast, because what I'd do, I'd go ahead and keep fishing. All right, another one on the line. All right, BFS style. Okay, cool beans. Loving it. Let me clear my line here. Got a little wrapped around the thing, and well, I said it was the last cast, but true to form, I got one, so I'm gonna have to cast again, is what that tells me. All right, let's see. Come on, no. All right, let's reel it in. There's that one spot that seems to be the money zone. See if that's the case. Come on, come on. Yeah, I said last cast, but when you catch a fish, you gotta continue a few more casts just in case. Let's make sure it's not a fluke. There's the hit. Ultralight baitcasting style. Last cast becomes more than one last cast. This is now, I think, cast number 5. I think this is bass number 10. And it's definitely not the 2 that we caught earlier in the stream. They're all smaller. So, hey, no biggie though. Oh, I'm gonna need to grab the forceps. This guy took it a little bit deeper than make it a little tough for me to get them. Drop my lure or my rod. Okay, just kind of do a little something to get that hook out. Come on, almost got you. All right, I see it. This guy ran in on it. All right, I see it. Take it deep. Have to get it from behind. Yep, there it is. Get it from behind. So somebody told me flip the bass over and come in through the gills in the back here and see if you can get it loose. Yep, there it is. And you should be able to release them unharmed still. Okay, so I got it loose, almost loose. Yeah, there we go. Got it loose. Just kind of pick up the lure out of there. There we go. All right, let's get him back. All right, there he goes. I see him swimming off. He's good to go. Let's see. That was last cast plus. Let's see if we can do it again here. Because, well, they're still biting. I can't leave them. I can't leave them if they're still biting. That's like a, it's like a rule of thumb. Can't leave them when they're still biting. Okay, so steady retrieve, keeping her over there by that channel. If they get past that channel, just reel it in fast and cast again. Okay. So last cast turns out to be 3 more bass. Working it in there again. Oh, there's a tap. He tapped it. Okay. Yeah. Let's try it again. Let's go back that way. Oh no, wrong spot. That's not the channel. We'll bring that one back. Bring it back. Let's try it again. Okay, it's a little bit past, but we'll try it. Okay, nope. All right, bring it in. Normally I'd fish the whole retrieve, but we're short on time, and I'm trying to really fish that channel. Drop it right in there, and then once I get past that channel, then I'll bring it back. Okay. All right, let's see. So last cast turns out to 3 bass. Let's see what this cast does. Okay, no takers. All right, let's do it. Okay, this is gonna be the last cast. I'm gonna try dropping it on the other side of the channel and then work it in. All right, this is the last cast. Come on. Wait, that doesn't count. Blade wasn't on there right. Yeah, that's it. That's what I told my kids. The blade wasn't spinning right. I got to redo it. All right, this will be the last one, unless I catch a fish again. I guess it's not the last cast. Now this one looks like more like the size we were catching earlier here. All right, so last cast turns out to be 4 bass. Oh no, he's still smaller. Yeah, the other ones are probably about another 3-4 inches bigger. So yeah, these are different bass. Nice. All right, so last cast becomes 4 bass. All right, so, well, I can't count that one since I caught something. Just crank it back out there again. And it's it's like they're just kind of lurking over here in this one channel by that covert. All right, and as long as you get it in the right spot, they seem to strike readily. Okay. All right. Come on, come on. Oh, there's a tap. He tapped it. He tapped it. Okay. So there's still fish there. All right. Let's try this one. Okay. There was a slight tap earlier, but this one, what is it? Not feeling it. Okay, this is going to be the last cast. Yeah. Unless I catch something. And then we'll play that by ear. So last cast, unless I catch something. What is it? What is it? Come on, talk to me, buddy. Don't end it now. Oh, I'm gonna bring it all the way in then, since it is the last cast. Unless I catch something. Let's see. Denied. Okay, that's it. 4 bass on the last cast. Overall, I think it was 12 total on the inline spinner using the cast or the white feather kingfisher BFS reel, on the Magic L handing rod, and a gold 1/16 ounce chartreuse inline spinner. All right, appreciate y'all joining and had a fun time. Okay, let's do this again, and do let me know if you try doing some ultralight fishing with some ultralight gear, if it upped your game, working some highly pressured areas in your area. All right, all for now. Till next time, we'll catch y'all later, and good luck and good fishing.